What is good, kind of people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam eating garlic creme fraiche covered bats for dinner with Playboi Carti to immunize ourselves from corona before Whole Lotta Red drops, because I ain't dying before that drops. Anyway, today we'll be discussing Whole Lotta Red possibly dropping in late April. More exact dates for the album coming later in the video, although it was in the title, but you know I gotta bait you to keep watching. I ain't stupid. But special shout out to the Cash Carti subreddit community, and more specifically the HTML web developers for the info, because there's no way in hell I'm looking through any of that weird language unless I'm trying to hex a curse on Carti to force him to drop the album. Matter of fact, I might have to learn HTML now that I think about it. But slight update to the daily videos is I will be featuring my favorite comments from the previous video in the intro for all to see how crazy y'all are going stuck inside during quarantine. I personally feel no different, because the only reason I leave my house anyway is to go to the Thai massage parlor at 3 a.m. But I know some people be smoking hella crack while they're inside because they're going crazy. But to get into the first ever featured comment on the channel, shout out Young Swiss from the Bob Gang Discord, who said, "We all know Bobbalam gonna go the shit out of that Playboi Carti anime body pillow," and he's probably right. If I had one, so please send links if y'all got the hookup, because I'm trying to drop it real low for a real one like Uzi, if you know what I mean. And I killed my girlfriend. But hopefully we all get to purchase Playboi Carti anime pillows soon, which I believe the term is waifu, due to Whole Lotta Red dropping in April, because if it's not, we may never get to listen to the album with the pandemic taking people out left and right in the US right now. Also, Young Swiss spelled the Playboy with a Y instead of an I, which is how you spell the adult magazine brand, so you know that Carti body pillow about to look sexy as hell. But anyway, onto the topic, let's talk about it. Okay, so I know that intro was longer than the cucumber I got in my bathroom, but stick with me because I'm getting serious now. In previous videos, we predicted an April release for Whole Lotta Red a couple times at this point. However, the evidence was still rather speculative. But today, we actually have more information regarding a more exact date in April. Shout out Krypton Boy and the Carti subreddit once again. This subreddit be killing it with the info though. Krypton Boy essentially found another piece of evidence in the code of Carti's merch site, in which he noticed that the path behind the password lock would be unlocked in April, because there is a piece of code that says some sort of lock on the site will diminish 2 months from when the site was last updated, which we found out to be February 27th of this year. He also said we can expect the Whole Lotta Red and or its merch to be officially released the 3rd or 4th week of April, given that 2 months from the update of the site on February 27th is Thursday, April 23rd, opening up 2 possible release dates for Whole Lotta Red, because most major artists drop on a Friday, which would be either April 17th or April 24th. I personally believe April 24th will be the release date, because the merch site opening on the 23rd, the day before, could be the catalyst in the Whole Lotta Red surprise release. At least it's a surprise to the fans that don't know this information. Also, merch dropping almost a week after the album officially releases, in the scenario of the album dropping on April 17th, is a little late to capitalize off of the hype, but then again, Whole Lotta Red could have a deluxe that drops on the 24th with merch. In the same Reddit post analyzing the code from the Cash Carti merch site, other professional web developers chimed in arguing about if the code actually meant anything. And what kind of theorist / reporter would I be if I didn't allow both sides to support their argument? Ashram G of the Carti subreddit, who is allegedly a web developer in real life, claims that this means nothing. It means that the cookie expires in 2 months. He explains later that the code Krypton Boy retrieved before was all client side, and that the 2 months from now HTML code only meant that the cookie information would be stored for 2 months on the consumer entering the site's browser. Moreover, the date.now code would update every time the consumer refreshed the site, meaning that there is no pathway, as Krypton Boy mentioned, that will be unlocked after 2 months, because every time you enter the site, the 2 months will start over. According to SMG, the cookie is completely unrelated to any internal site coding. He then further proves his statement by giving examples of many other Shopify sites that apparently use the same exact code. But wait, there's more. Provoc12 tags in, also being a web developer, in fact a web engine developer, probably very similar but sounds a bit more complicated. Coders, please don't attack me in the comments, I'm just messing around. But Provoc12 explicitly says the 2 months from now variable was added on February 27th, so according to the variable history, it should release on April 25th, or at least the merch should open that day. The site opening on the 25th would actually make more sense if Whole Lotta Red officially drops the 24th, as I mentioned before, because the first day would be left for promoting the music, and the second second would be coordinated to cash in on the total fans who like the album, including new listeners. If he dropped the merch the night before, as I previously said, it would only be limited to the past listeners, which would be counterintuitive to labels attempting to maximize the profit. By the way, the method Provoc12 used to calculate April 25th is probably because when I calculated April 23rd, I was using 28 days, aka 4 weeks, as 1 month, while Provoc12 probably used 30 days. So take this information how you want, but nobody really knows. I don't even think Carti does, since he just came out of hibernation still speaking a millennium old language of Cartinese, and his face still flattened from Iggy Azalea's butt cheeks sitting on his face for like who knows how long. But last thing before we go, Krypton Boy also discovered there is no actual password that unlocks the merch site, as the page behind it is null, at least for now, so stop trying to unlock it with the rumored balls in my face password. Come April 23rd though, Carti may give us some hints as to what the password unlock actually is for only the true fans that cop some exclusive merch. Either way, hope y'all are sucking as much period blood as I am for the whole lot of red rollout. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam sneaking into Carti's bedroom while he's sleeping to make him bite me so I can turn into a vampire too and be immortal, so that whole lot of red, when it drops, I don't get eaten by all these zombies and the coronavirus. Let me know in the comments if y'all think we getting a whole lot of red April 24th. Remember, I'm featuring crazy comments in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it, as well as to keep up to date with me on all my socials in the description if you with it. Peace out, Carti people. No, I'm saying.